Okay, in this quick video I want to make a point about something in philosophy, and I'm going to use Descartes' The Social Contract, the audiobook, to do it. Now this is coming from, it's an unabridged version coming from Blackstone Audio, which is actually a pretty good audio. So I'm surprised they had this, but they had the blurb in the back, right? And I'll read from you about the one about Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Was one of the most influential thinkers during Enlightenment in 18th century Europe. His works were and are widely read, and he has been firmly established as a significant intellectual figure. His works and ideas influenced several noted philosophers and leaders of the French Revolution. Actually pretty good. I think maybe a little overblown, but let's listen about the blurb about the reader. Eric Sandvold. Okay, so I'm just reading the little bio blurb. Award-winning actor and narrator, graduated with honors from Northwestern University's theater department. His wide-ranging resume includes major roles with leading theater companies in Colorado, over 30 national, regional, and local television commercials, many short and feature-length films. Now notice you're not getting actual names or the name of the theater company, and the narration of over 500 books and countless magazine articles for the Library of Congress. So the Library of Congress also is interested in collecting oral versions of printed material. But, you know, the little phrase, countless, what was it, countless? Countless magazine articles for the Library of... That I think, would undercut the credibility, especially for someone presenting Rousseau or a philosophical text, because you know what? You can count them. They're not countless. So why would you say of someone, he's got countless works, and is it a overflow of praise? Is it careless colloquialism? Colloquialism being just the stuff that you say in conversation, and you're not expecting anyone really to hold you to it, you know, because obviously that's a false statement. The stuff he's done for the Library of Congress can be counted. So why are they saying countless? And when I run into a scholar that's willing to incorporate conventionally accepted idioms and phraseologies, but then to maybe use them where they shouldn't be used, where instead careful parsing and different wording would serve them much better, I get a little hesitant. And you know, I'm not saying that this is something I incorporate in all levels of my life. I compartmentalize in the sense of I have certain sort of discourse style I use with my family, a certain sort of colloquial style I use with my friends. I have many styles of communication, but when I need to take something seriously and again parse it apart and analyze it, and especially in philosophy, phrasing really matters. And you want to stay away from Cant, not Kant. You know, you're going to eventually run into Immanuel Kant, but I'm talking about Cant. Some people may pronounce it Kant, but we're spelling it C-A-N-T, and Cant is the sort of effluence, the sort of overstatement, the sort of friendly exaggeration, the sort of carelessness in speech that happens and is understood in its own way in a very familiar and unrestricted social settings, like when you say to someone, how you doing? And the guy says, fine. The guy might actually not be doing fine, but he understands what you're really asking is, what you're really saying is hi, and you want hi back. You're not really looking down and saying, now listen, how are you doing? Tell me. You're not doing that. So it has its own register of understanding and meaning, and it has its place, but not in philosophical analysis. So we need to be careful with overstatement, with absolute statements, in the terms of not an absolute truth. Yes, that may be the case, that if something is absolute and its logic and its truth, it should apply to everyone. But the overgeneralizing of saying an absolute statement like everyone loves candy. Well, how do you know everyone loves candy? You know, something like that. So I saw that in the back, and I said, you know, this is almost too good to pass up, because it's Cant, and I want us to just be aware of how we talk about these ideas, how we write about them, to be very, very careful and precise, which makes actually writing about them very hard to do unless you write in a style that incorporates colloquialisms and friendly, loose expressions because of where it is placed, which I suspect may be one reason Plato wrote his dialogues, because he wanted to involve also the style tools that are available, the choices that would be available to him if he were actually trying to capture two people talking. That's maybe a richer and an easier way to write about this thing than maybe Rousseau's Social Contract, which if you hear it, you realize, whoa, I've got to pay attention to every sentence, because every sentence connects to the other one, and that one connects to the next one, and it's all it's very mathematical. That is very hard to write. It involves a lot of revision and a lot of careful parsing and a lot of commitment to certain terms meaning certain things and not other things. So anyway, Cant, Cant. Take a look at it online and see what you can find about it.